everybody, it's Jill with Angel Creations. Welcome back to my craft room. We're gonna have fun today with shims. Yes, I said shims. I picked up these shims at Lowe's and we are going to make a fun little craft with them today. So let me just open these up. I should have done that, I suppose. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day today. I know I had a wonderful day yesterday with Bill and Christine, and my bestie Doreen came along with us. Oh, got to get these out of here. They're in there really tight. Now these are going to be rough wood. They're shims. And so be careful if you are going to be using these because you could get a splinter. Okay, so it's a warm one here today in Florida. Alright, let's start. So we're going to use these back and forth to make our surface. So let me just show you what we're going to use really quick. I forgot to turn this overhead light on. Let me just grab that. Might help a little bit. Okay, so we're going to be using this star from the Dollar Tree. Everything's from the Dollar Tree except for the scrapbooking paper. So the star from the Dollar Tree, some ribbon from the Dollar Tree. This probably will be our hanger from the Dollar Tree. I have some burlap. I guess that is not from the... I don't even know if we're going to use it, but I do have it out because I also have the burlap ribbon. And then a whole bunch of different scraps of scrapbooking paper that I thought would be fun because we're going to do a different paper on each slat. But the first thing we have to do is get a couple of sticks out because we have to attach, we have to, craft sticks from the Dollar Tree. We have to attach our sticks, our shims once we paper them. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just get my first piece of paper and I want to use this one. And I am just going to trace down my shim with a pencil. A little tiny overhang is a good idea. And I'm just going to trace that down and cut. And I'm going to do that for all of my pieces. And like I said, a little tiny overhang is good because we can go around the edges with that. All right, now this is a little shorter than my shim. So I'm going to line up my paper and see approximately how much more. And it doesn't matter to me if I line, it's not like wallpaper. It doesn't matter if we line it up exactly. So let's just cut out another little piece. And we will attach that to the end here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to attach these with the purple glue stick. So I'm going to put my little piece down first because then I can put my bigger piece laying on top. Pick that up there. So we had a great time with, oh wait a minute, I got that sideways. Wrong way. We went out for breakfast. So when I went to Brooksville to meet Christine and Bill, who I met here on YouTube, we met at a breakfast restaurant called the Breakfast Station. And we have that same restaurant here in my, well, not in my town, but in the next town. I'm kind of on the line of two towns anyway, so it's really, really close. So we met there yesterday and had breakfast. And then we went shopping, of course. Let's see, I can put that down just a little more there. Smooth that out. I'm going to tuck my edges. When I use my pencil to kind of bend around, I use my fingers. I didn't want to get a splinter, but you know what? I can feel it better with my fingers. I'm just creasing that over the edges. Now, we can sand it off. I was just thinking of having it tucked down inside of our shim. Let's get the bottom. So we went shopping, and then we came home, and where is my, I'm chopping my head off again here. They came and had coffee at my home, and we sat out in my happy place and gabbed, and we really had a great time. So if you're watching, Bill and Christine, thank you so much again for yesterday. We just had a blast. All right, now let me see. I'm just wiping some of that purple glue off the edges. So I'm gonna, there's my slat. So I'm gonna take my slats, and I'm gonna take each one and cover it with a different piece of scrapbooking paper, and then I will be right back. Okay, I am back, and I have the boards all done. Let me just wet my whistle. So they are not attached yet, but they are all done in paper. How cute, right? Look at those. All right, so now we have that done, but I want to push those aside because I want to do a couple more with you, and I want to do them in ribbon. So we're going to take, so I was going to do this burlap ribbon, which I still am, with the lace, because I love that. And I also have this. Let's put some of this on. Why not, right? So I'm going to use Mod Podge for this job, though. We were using the purple glue stick, but I think this one might call for a little, and you know what? It might work. I'm new to the purple glue stick with crafting, so it might work. I just don't know, but I'm going to just go with something a little bit heavy dutier. Is that a word? Heavy dutier? It is now. It is at Angel Creations. All right, so I love this makeup brush. It's like a loose powder brush from the Dollar Tree for the Mod Podge. It just goes on like butter. I don't know if it's just it's got to be the soft bristles is what I'm thinking, but it doesn't pool and puddle. All right, so I'm just gonna lay my ribbon out, and we'll trim it off after. So I'm just gonna lay that out wherever I want it, and I'm just gonna smooth it down. Smooth it down. Let's cut it off. Flip it over and cut it off here for a minute so we can work with it. Oh my goodness. Get some sharper scissors. That's a job for some sharper scissors. Okay. Thought we threw those away. So look at that. We just made a mess. Let's put a little bit more Mod Podge on, because we just flipped our surface completely over, and now it is all stuck to the table. Yes, that's right. Real life here. Plus, I am dealing with an overhead fan and an air conditioner, which is definitely difficult. Okay, so let's put this back down on our little shim. I'm trying to do the bottom edge because I didn't want to have to trim too much. All right, let's put that down and put it aside. We'll just slide it over here. Slide it over there. Now we have to open this one because it's not open yet. You know, government plastic. Did you ever hear Ellen DeGeneres talk about government plastic? She had a funny show one time, years and years ago, probably in the 80s. And she did a skit, and one of the things that she talked about was government plastic. And the other thing I remember her talking about, which I thought was really, really funny at the time too, was how, you know, government plastic, you can't get into it. You need scissors to get into new scissors. So if you don't already own scissors, how are you going to get into your scissors, right? They're in this hard, heavy plastic. Well, anyway, she was talking about how tough it is to get into our packages and calling it government plastic. And then they give us light bulbs and they're open on each end, and they just have a little cardboard, little thin cardboard wrapper around it, and they're open at both ends. Right? I mean, like, why wouldn't we protect our light bulbs better than that? But we don't, and we haven't. And for years and years and years, where am I going to put this? For years and years and years, the light bulbs come like that, right? And everybody's good with it. All right, we're just going to lay this on. I'm putting it so that the lace is running in the middle of it. This is so pretty. All right, let's flip that over and cut that off. And now I'm going to give these both just a little zhuzh with the heat gun. And see if we can speed this process up a little bit. So just going to keep pressing in until it's dry. Whoops. Flip it over. And so I will keep doing this for a minute until these are dry, and then I will be right back. Okay, so this is the one with the ribbon and stars, and then I just took my, I see a little bit of wet Mod Podge there. I just took my X-Acto knife and went down the sides of it to clean those edges, and I'm going to do the same with the one with the lace. So be careful not to hit your, if you have a nice, I have a really, really sharp blade here, and I sometimes on the last one I was actually cutting the wood, so you don't want to do that. So make sure you're not doing that. I'm just going over it a second time to make sure it's nice and clean. Nice clean edges. See, I did cut my shim here, so I'm gonna have a good splinter there. Whoops, that's not quite cut. And sometimes it helps when you're cutting the burlap if you, I didn't on this one, but I'm going to have to sand that one too, this one, because I did get the edge there with the wood. But sometimes it helps if you Mod Podge it, because it stiffens it up and helps it cut better. So let's flip it over and start cutting this side. Try not to cut the wood. It's a nice sharp new blade. All right, easy peasy. Let's put the cap on this, and look at how cute that came out. So I am going to grab this sanding block for a minute though, and we are just going to give this a quick sand just so I don't give myself a good splinter. We'll do this side too. And we'll cut off these little spare strings coming out. And this one I need to do that too a little bit too. I'm going to go, of course, with the ribbon gel. Because this one I definitely caught the wood edges as well. Mostly down the bottom here, so I think I can. There we go. All right, now let's get rid of my cutting board here. All right, so now we're gonna build this, and I want this to look really rustic. So once we have it built, I am gonna go over it a little bit with my Waverly wax. I always feel like the cartoon Bugs Bunny there when I say Waverly Wax. You know the guy that thought he saw a rabbit? All right. I forget what his name was at the moment. All right, so now we want our mixed media in between here somewhere. So let's start building this, and we're going to just flip it over. So start flipping, and you want it to go back and forth, up and down, because they're shims. Whoops. And if it doesn't, then flip it upside down. Oh, I gotta get this little tiny piece of burlap here because it will cause issues. All right, so back and forth. Back and forth. In no really particular order, except for that we're mixing in our burlap. And these are, you know, it's bumpy. It's going to be bumpy, 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 bumpy. All right, and rustic, very rustic, okay? That's what we're going for. Now we're going to take our craft sticks and put a heap ton of glue. And it's all tangled up, alrighty there. We're going to put a heap ton of glue on our popsicle sticks without burning ourselves, because we have to put a lot on here because you don't know where it's going to hit. Okay, I'll do it for that one. And we're just going to flip this over, and we're just going to hit the ones that are up. All the shims that are facing up. We're going to put a lot of sticks on here, so you're not going to worry. You are going to get the ones that aren't up at the moment because they'll be up on the other side. So let's do this again. Don't want to get my fingers burnt there. All right. So you want to make sure that you have a good amount of glue, because you're going to hit, wherever you hit, you want contact. So over on this side now, press that down and make sure your shims are as tight as you can get them. There's going to be spaces in between, like an old palette, you know, kind of making an old palette kind of look here. All right, now we're going to take some and put them in between here. Same thing. But we're going to just alter them so that they're going up and down. Like, we'll do some here in the middle. And now I'm just gonna actually put some where I see that I need some. So let's just start here. That, and I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to put it here, here, and here. You're just making sure that this is nice and strong in the back. Take out another stick and do the same thing up the top here. Holding all of, oh, that's hot! That's hot. Don't burn yourself. You know what I need? Ice. I need ice down here. Look at the burn from a week ago, my word. All right, the only thing is, I really want to, let me get a little popsicle stick, because I want to put a little bit more reinforcement right here. So you're just going to reinforce it like I'm doing until you feel like it's going to be good. Oh, I didn't need that other glue there, but that's okay. I'll just put another one. Seeing that I have the hot glue there, I'll just reinforce it again. Why not? There, I think that's probably nice and sturdy. Look at how cute, you guys. Oh, don't look at the spider webbies. How cute. All right, I'm gonna reinforce it 1 or 2 more times just for, I don't know what for, just cause I'm gonna put some here, 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 and here. And I'll put a little there too. I think it will reach. All right, one more. One more here. All right, now I feel like that is very secure. Very secure. I'm just holding it down. Okay. Now we have to decide where our top and where our bottom is going to be. So let's look at it. There's something here on our paper from our surface of our table. See if we can get that off. All right, first thing I want to do though is take a little antique Waverly wax and just go over this a little bit with a dry brush, because I don't like it white. But if you do, you do that. You keep it white. But I'm just going to dry brush over and make mine kind of distressed. So we've done this a million times here on my channel. And you know the drill. I usually come in from the edges or all one direction. I'm going over the lace, the paper, the stars, everything. Just gonna zhuzh it up so that it doesn't look brand new. We want this rustic little piece of paper there. Gonna sand that maybe. Go over the whole thing. Tap. Get a little more on our brush. A little bit more. A lot more in the corners. A lot more on the edges. Like my edges done. Put down a little more pressure. Get it off of the brush. Alright, that's good. Cover that up. Now, I was thinking of putting paper on our star, right? The wooden star, but I think I just want to paint it. And I don't know if I want to paint it red or white. What do you guys think? I wish you were live. I wish we were live. I think, I don't know, you guys. Let's see. I think red. I'm going to cut the jute off. We're not going to have the jute on here. Or does that look cute? Let's, before we cut it. But the thing is, burnt my thumb, boy. Alright. The thing is, do we want, let me see, do I want that red or white? I'm going to tone down the, I'm going to do it red. I'm going to tone down the galvanized, I'm going to get this back out. It's the Waverly wax. I am going to, is it Fudge? What's his name? can't even think of the, you know, Bugs Bunny and the one that's hunting for wabbits. What's his name? Tell me in the comments. I'm toning the silver down on the galvanized piece just because I want it to match my distressed surface. You don't have to do this step. All right, now, so that is done. Now I'm going to paint it red, I think. I still can't decide. Maybe white, because we're gonna have, I don't know, red, white, and blue. We have crimson, I think lacquer. Is that it? Lacquer. We're gonna do it in lacquer. I'm just making an executive decision, and I'm gonna do it in lacquer. Probably should do it in white. I'm doing it in white. I'm doing it in white. I'm changing my mind. I'm going white. I'm going white. If I don't like white, I can paint it red, right? Right. All right, so let's get a paintbrush. Let's get a good paintbrush with some control, because we don't want to, let's put a little paint right on our star here. That's probably plenty. We don't want to get the sides of this because it's already brown from being laser cut, and I like that. And also, I don't want to touch the galvanized part. So I'm just doing the flat top. And then I probably have way too much paint on here. But that's okay, because we can wipe a lot of it off. Put some of it back. Might need more now. See, I might have taken too much away. So, oops. Too much paint will drip down the side. We didn't want that. So, what was I going to say here? So, we're going to paint this white, and if we don't like it white, we can paint over it, right? So, I guess that's the best way to always think about it, is go lighter, and you can always go darker. Good rule of thumb. So, let's try this. I like the light. I like the light. I think it's a little more farmhousey than red. I like that better. I'm just smoothing out my paint at this point here because I kind of overdid with the paint. But we're good now. We're good now. All right, let's put our paintbrush away and take a look at it, right? We have to dry it before we can attach it, but that's cute. I like that. So let me dry this up really, 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 really quick, and we'll be right back. Maybe. Maybe not. We won't be right back. We'll do this with you, okay? The pen says we won't be right back. So I'm sorry. You gotta watch me dry this for a second. I try to cut the time a little, you know. I know everybody has busy lives, including me. So, I think that I'm looking for sheen. When I do this, I'm looking for wetness to know where I need to focus my heat gun a little bit more. I think that's pretty well done. Pretty well. Oops, whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay, now, now that we built our surface, we can attach our star. And what about in the middle of this, on the end of this beaded garland from the Dollar Tree is a little star that says USA. I'm going to cut that because I have to cut this end anyway. And I think I'm just going to put that right in the middle of this star. Like so. Gives it even more dimension. And then I want my star to sit up a little off of my surface. So I'm going to take a Jenga block or two from the Dollar Tree, And we're just going to attach, hopefully that is on there good. We're just going to attach this to our star. So that it is a little bit raised up. I'm going to put one in the middle too, because I think it'll just hold all the more if there is another one. So that's what we're going to do. And now I'm just going to put my glue on the Jenga blocks and flip it over. And attach it. And we decided to keep our jute on the top of the star because I think it looks cute. And that way we don't have to fill in a hole, because there is a hole at the top. There's a little teeny weeny hole at the top of the USA blue thing that came off our tassel, and let's just make a quick little bow, a little shoelace bow out of some jute, a little tiny one, and we'll just fix that right up and we won't have a little hole anymore. Trim that off. And we'll just glue that to the hole. I'm trying to fix it instead of leaving it alone to glue. All right, now we are going to put our hanger, our beaded hanger on. So we already cut, so we're going to take off some of our beads, and we'll save them over here. And then we're going to make our hanger. So we're going to also cut off our tassel. We don't need that. Whoops. 2, 4. I'm sorry, let me count. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, perfect. Now let's make a knot at either end, or both ends, I should say, so that our beads don't come off. And then we'll turn this baby over and attach it. And this project's going to be finished. This is finished. I was going to say a Latin term that I learned years ago. I took music. I took voice lessons, actually, with Miss Babikian in Wakefield, Mass. But anyway, I'm not going to say what I was going to say anyway, because I'm not sure if I would say it correctly. All right, so let's just attach this. Let's put a little piece of popsicle stick, if we have any, as a anchor. So we have that one down. I think I need to cut some more popsicle sticks. But they really do work out nicely for an anchor. All right, let's put some glue here. And take our little anchor. And look at you guys. What do we think? For Memorial Day, and then we can keep it up till July 4th, and we can keep it up till Labor Day. Look at how cute that came out. I'm holding the back still here with my thumbs, But do we love this? This is a great time to give me a thumbs up. Sharing is caring, so go ahead and share this video with all your friends, family, and social media. And I hope you enjoyed watching me make this as much as I enjoyed making it. Another satisfying craft. Go to Hobby Lobby and find yourself some really fun paper, or even different ribbons. We use 2 ribbons on here, so you can use all different ribbons even. That would have been fun, but look how cute that is. Love it. Love it. All right, everybody. Well, this will do it for today's craft. And make sure you hit that subscribe. Trying to get the cobwebs off. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to do a giveaway when we get up to 700 subscribers. I'm going to just cut these excess jute off here off the back. And you're going to have to be subscribed to win. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, will you? That would be amazing. That really helps my channel grow. And until I see you tomorrow, everyone, be good and do good. And we know the stick's not going to work. So let me give you another close-up. Look at the slats. I love it. Love it. The back, well, you know. But the front, yeah, we like it. All right, everybody, be good and do good. Bye.